Hello. Hello. I was wondering in the end what would work best if I would leave it to Sarah and Julia to keeping doing this tea time or not. And I think we should give you a surprise every week on what is happening, so we keep yourself on the edge of your seat and you don't know who's going to show up. So hello everyone. Hello gamer. I know you're on later on today. And hello Necrotic Nexus and Vahid and everyone else. I am very proud to say that today is release day. We don't have many of these days, or less than before. You know, we were used to having a release day every week, I would say, or maybe like 3 times a month or something. And now we're going, back. We're going slower, but it's good that we have a release day today. So today we release Combat Mission Red Thunder, and it's 2 DLCs on Steam. So to celebrate that, I just wanted to sort of give you a little short 2 minutes video that explains what it is all about.
With its realistic gameplay mechanics, Combat Mission Red Thunder places you in the driver's seat of history. Outsmart your adversaries to secure victory on the battlefield. Engage in thrilling combat through the WeGo hybrid turn-based system or play in real time. Plan your moves and witness both sides' actions unfold simultaneously. The WeGo system also allows for replaying and analyzing turn actions, enhancing your tactical prowess. From the IS-2 to the Stu-G 3G, command the full array of Soviet forces, or those of the German Heer, as battles rage across thousands of square miles of territory. Find out firsthand why the Soviet juggernaut could not be stopped. Be the Soviet commander of the initial breakthrough and exploit a key sector of the German front at Orshra at the beginning of Bagration. You could also lead the successful German armored counterattack at Radzymin, Poland, which was largely responsible for stalling the Soviets' push into Warsaw. In addition to the extensive campaigns, Combat Mission offers a total of 18 standalone battles, numerous quick battle maps, and master maps. With these master maps, you have the freedom to design your own battles using a wide range of formations consisting of 84 vehicle types and dozens of heavy weapons. The game introduces a variety of new units, diverse terrain options, and exciting features that make it an absolute must-have for all fans of the Combat Mission series. Fight in a wide range of weather and lighting conditions, all of which realistically impact fighting abilities. Experience innovative systems portraying fog of war, spotting, line of sight, command and control, and objectives. You can also manage soft factors such as morale, experience, and leadership. Test your skill and tactical mastery and engage in epic multiplayer battles. This new release on Steam has tournament support and the latest play-by-email system added to it. Experience the rush of combat and the thrill of victory as you fight in the treacherous landscapes of Combat Mission Red Thunder.
I love it how in some of these videos, on Combat Mission especially, we try to be romantic with some nice tank and the sunset and the sun doing crazy things. It's pretty cool, right? Yes, I think the voiceover guy didn't really know how to say, to pronounce some of the stuff, but who cares? Who cares? We're happy that Red Thunder is out. We are also happy that it's out on Steam. We've got quite a lot of content. As you know, these releases are, a copy of what's been released on Battlefront a few years back. But a big one to say, of course, is that we've got a PBM added. And we're going to soon have tournaments on this game and the other ones as well. So we're preparing some really cool multiplayer contest on Combat Mission, because we've seen there's a vibrant multiplayer community, and you guys out there want to sort of contest in the game. So, and we decided to sort of come up with some cool ideas on how to organize something that's a bit different on Combat Mission. So stay tuned on that. I was actually seeing one comment from Cornac saying, you know, that you know, he was happy that Rule the Waves was as being a success. I'm also happy, but it's also incredibly, you know, sustained success. You know, the game keeps selling very, very well, keeps being, you know, sort of discovered by new people. So that's really, really cool. And you know, I wasn't expecting, to be honest, that the Rule the Waves was going to have this sort of ongoing pattern of, you know, increasing sales and such, but it's doing very, very well, not only because it's a great game and the community follows it, but I think we're sort of finding a lot of new people finding out about the game, and that's, you know, thanks to, of course, to Steam and to the fact that, you know, the game has been so well reviewed across the board. It's, you know, it's gaining visibility, it's gaining, you know, traction on, you know, you might like this and so on. So it's an incredibly interesting story to tell, and we're trying to find out more about it. We're trying to find out more about, you know, where these new players found out about the game, but also what they like and so on, because, you know, there's a future for this series, and we want to know about how to exploit it and how to make it, you know, bigger and better in the future. So absolutely, you know, great feedback. Some audio problems I'm seeing. Don't know. Is audio working or not? I'm seeing some comments for audio. I think this is it, right? Is this better? Should I do this? Right, so maybe it's me getting further from the microphone, and I should be leaning more towards my mic. But anyway, let me know how it goes. Yeah, thanks. Good that it's better. Good that it's better. So that was for Combat Mission. Remember that there's still a few releases to come on the Combat Mission series on Steam. So make sure you follow the franchise, and we'll give you a lot more information about it. Please lick the microphone. No, I won't do that. This is not the sort of content we're trying to create here, Cornac. I could launch a Twitch channel with that, but I don't think many people will follow me. Marco ASMR, yeah, exactly. News number 2. Should I do this here or here? Here. I knew that. News number 2. You know that next week is the first anniversary of Strategic Command American Civil War launch, and the guys at Fury Software have put together a nice surprise. Sorry guys, Enzo is telling me something in the background, so I'm going to see what it was about. It's on the 29th. That's the birthday, right? So it's not next week. It's in 2 weeks' time. Sorry guys, it's in 2 weeks' time. Anyway, we have announced that there's going to be a new free downloadable content for the game. So I'm going to take at least 5 minutes of this stream to give you the full title. The DLC is going to be Strategic Command, American Civil War, of course, 1904, Imperial Sunrise. So we wanted to give it a bit of a cocktail name. And of course, it's going to be about the Japanese War. And we're going to release it for free to anyone who owns American Civil War. So that's interesting, and also a good sign that we keep working on the games behind the scenes. And you keep asking us, oh, do more about this, do more about that, and you never know what's going to come up next. So, you know, it's all about discussions, and you know, is this a popular enough subject that we want to cover it or not? And the guys at Fury Software came up with this free to download DLC that you're going to be gifted when the first anniversary of the game is going to happen. A couple of weeks' time. That's for sure. 29th. Mark my word. Necrotic Nexus appreciates our DLC policy in general compared to certain competitors. We try to balance free content and and paid for DLCs in general lately. We're sort of changing on this. There's a bit of content that we understand is supposed to target the core fans of a game, and some DLCs are in general made to increase the number of people playing a game. So these two types of DLCs, we try to balance them and alternate as much as we can. It did sell well, Gamer. Yes, it did sell very well. I was actually surprised about the sales of Strategic Command American Civil War, because it's not a kind of time frame period that you would, play in a strategic setting. It's more like a battle-based historical period. But we've had so much good feedback on the game, and I was surprised, genuinely surprised about how much public was willing to play a strategic level game about American Civil War. So that's definitely a good indicator. The fact that we released a paid for DLC and a free DLC is going to come as well. So definitely one to put in your calendar. Rather disappointed towards Distant Worlds 2 in that matter. I'd love to know why, Cornac. I mean, Distant Worlds 2, we've done, I think, probably the biggest amount of free updates and DLCs and free updates in the first year of the game. The guys have been working relentlessly to improve the game. So there's that, adding features, improving, and so on, and then DLCs, of course, on top, because these guys have to eat at some point. But I understand that and I take it that it may be sounding, but a bit weird. But I think something Distant Worlds had something like over 100 updates in the last 12 months. That's quite big and sizable. All right. Hey, Pocus, how are you? All good? Good to see you. We've got stuff about Kingdoms later, Pocus. So stay tuned. If you want to know more about Kingdoms, Pocus, you may want to stick around. There's also another big anniversary coming actually tomorrow, and that's the anniversary of Starship Troopers Terran Command. Did you know that? These numbers you see here, I'm going to ask Lucas Neisten to join me now, and so we can comment on the first year of Starship Troopers. See if Lucas is around. Hey, Lucas.
I am around. Hi, Marco.
You've been waiting for a long time now.
I was listening to you, and it was all. I also put my Stu-G3, I think the pronunciation was.
So that's how you pronounce it then? Just
apparently, I learned it today.
How are you, Lucas?
I'm good. Working hard on Starship Troopers, I think I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, well, I guess working hard on a game that's been released for a year now, so you should be, happy about where we are, but also looking at the future.
Absolutely, still, a lot to come for the game.
Is there? I mean, I remember it was, it was a long, process to release the game, but on the day of release, we were all very excited. I remember, very clearly, we had a lot of expectations because of the number of wish lists and so on. Do you have a good memory of that day, other than the fact that for a developer it's very stressful?
I watched it together at my colleague's home, and we were just watching like the stream you guys are doing, and obviously we're looking at the sales, or well, actually don't think we had access to the Steam sales at the time, so we were basically tracking our own sort of data system, which provided numbers. Mostly it was set up basically to identify like any major crashes or identify issues with the game, and that was our way to track like how many people are playing the game, etc. So yeah, that was a very interesting experience to follow it that way and see everything was happening around the game, etc.
Is it is there anything that you remember, like a fun fact or something that you wanna say about that day?
Yeah. So, well, about what I was saying. So, I guess fun is maybe not the right word, but it made it at least memorable. Is that so? We were looking at the statistics, and initially the sales were like only a couple of, I think it was like 30 or 40 sales in an hour or something, and we were like, is this normal? Because compared to the wish list, that was like very low, and we're like, yeah, maybe people are not like used to just buying it like instantly on release, and like that kept going on like that, and we're like, something has to be wrong. And then it turned out we were just looking at the completely wrong like data server. It was something from a beta or something, and it was, then we looked at the right one, and it was like within the thousands. So it was like, okay. So that was a relief. But yeah, definitely an interesting day with a lot of stress, but in the end, it all turned out fine.
Yeah, I mean, these numbers here. I mean, that's all numbers that are very very cool, and the number of bugs you killed, and or they've been killed by players. I think you think about it, you probably killed more bugs than anyone else, both in games and while developing the game.
I think
Um,
we killed more bugs in the codes than people killed in the game.
yeah, so I think so. Um, and that review score as well. I think it's something that's very flattering, right? Because you've got quite a critical mass of people really love the game. Are you looking more at this 90% positive or the 10% negative? What buggers you? What worries you more?
Well, obviously we're very happy with this number. It was very hard to sort of have any expectations on what it would be. Like, we were happy with the game, but one of the risks we initially sort of anticipated is we're actually making a fairly serious war game. And is that actually something that people who want Starship Troopers are going to experience or like appreciate? So that was sort of our main concern. But yeah, I think a score to close to 90% is definitely something we're very happy with.
It is, and one of the things that somebody was asking in a chat earlier on about some other games is I'm pleased about the number of free DLCs you're doing and so on. So it's interesting to know that in the last 12 months you basically only delivered free stuff to your fans. And that's quite interesting, and I think it's a good sign of how your attitude towards your players as well.
Yeah, we were also just looking at what to do next, really. So doing it again, maybe we would have given a bit different priorities, but yeah, also with the editor and so on, we've basically been looking at, as a very small team, like what do we put our effort into, and we did actually want to release some new stuff within a couple of months after release, and yeah, that turned out to be the free Chemical Trooper updates. After that, the editor. So I definitely think it's about time we release something like a bigger paid DLC. But yeah, doing the free stuff is obviously a good way to show people that we're very happy with how the game has been going and the fact that we're there to support it.
Yeah, I think I mean I've made some notes here. We've done chemical reaction, so that was including new units and also the challenge missions. We've done the editor quite recently. We've done some new features and things like standard control groups and a lot of balancing and UX improvements. We're doing the achievements tomorrow, right?
That's correct. Tomorrow there will be an update, which is mainly focused around the Steam achievements, or I should say achievements in general. So the game itself has achievements which are linked to Steam achievements, but so people who have the GOG version and the Epic version will also, and the Slitherine version, of course, also have like in-game achievements.
That's cool. Can you give us some idea of what types of achievements you put in the game?
Yeah, so we basically all the campaign scenarios have, each campaign scenario has 2 achievements linked specifically to the scenario. For example, we have things where you can kill like a number of bugs or like clear a number of hives. So it ranges from things that are specifically tied into the scenario. For example, if there is a certain new unit, for example, the first scenario I have a Marauder, there is an achievement on making X amount of kills with a certain ability from the Marauder. But it may also go a bit crazier, like the first, or one of the scenarios where you're facing plasma bugs, which is obviously an enemy unit, and they're dropping like big plasma balls from the sky. And the achievement is actually that you use it to kill bugs, or like, when they target you and there's other warrior bugs coming at you, and you manage to catch the enemy bugs in their own like plasma shots, then you get an achievement for it. So there's a couple of more fun things next to like the more standard thing of using abilities to get kills, etc.
And that's releasing tomorrow.
And besides that, we also have a couple of global achievements, such as just the amount of kills throughout the game, and like the amount of tanker bugs, etc.
Okay. And this releasing tomorrow, and of course, anyone who's got the game can go back to replaying the missions and start unlocking these.
So you'll have to you'll have to replay the scenarios, obviously, because there's no way for us to backtrack what you've achieved. But it actually does mean that like there's a new reason to play the campaign again and try to achieve these new rewards, basically.
And that's also going to come with a. I've got 4 objectives here. We've got a massive 30% discount for tomorrow. Then we have an epic stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. BST. That's British summer time, I think. We've got Angry Joe playing Starship Troopers and trying to unlock some cool achievements on his channel. And we are going to run some cool activity on Discord tomorrow. Were you aware of that?
Was I aware of that? Yes, I'm aware of it. Sometimes our marketing department tells us what they're going to do, so it's always very useful.
Like once every, like a 10% of stuff that's happening, we tell
Basically, we're aware of,
So just tune in on Discord tomorrow afternoon, and you'll see some stuff happening there and some surprises coming in. And also, we're going to publish an article where Lucas has answered some of the questions about Starship Troopers. So tomorrow on our site, check it out there. And so we've got quite a lot of stuff to look forward to. But what do we have to look forward to after this, Lucas? What is happening after?
As I already said, we're mostly working on the big upcoming DLC at the moment. So we yet have to announce it properly with a name and the story and the exact details, etc. But we've already released a teaser, I think, back in December. So it's already public knowledge that it's going to take place on a volcanic lava planet, and it will be like a brand new campaign with new characters, new units, enemy units and player units, a couple of new mechanics. Basically, very comparable to what the original game offered in terms of, and then a lot of new flavor on top of it.
We shall ask our community to come up with cool names.
That's something we can definitely do, because we don't. We obviously have a couple of ideas, but
if people are willing to offer loads of ideas, and use the guys out there to Shards. I don't think you've been called as part of the community. David is trying his best to chip into Lava Love is not bad, I have to say. So see, you can, we can try and submit any of this to Sony and see if they like it, and maybe if you come up with the game with the original, with the title, you win a free copy of the DLC.
Or 5% off.
Yeah, it's much better. Yeah. Hot pants, I think it's not something I would go for, but you see, very good. Lucas, of course, the team is working on Lava and on the next DLC that we're kind of good percentage sure that is going to release this year. But you won't
5% sure.
How much? What?
5%, the same percent.
5%. The same discount. Yeah, it's good one. I mean, I always usually try to, call out to, the teams and, the people who worked on a game and so on. I mean, you've got quite a solid team now, Michiel and, all the other ones working on the game. There's a core team that, started this one with you and someone who's new and working on the game since then. Is there anyone you want to credit or do you want to, call out and, thank for the contribution?
Like the new people or the
No,
so obviously
I mean,
just a
anyone.
yeah.
I mean, I specifically call out Michiel because I know he's been, an
Yeah, he's
instrumental.
definitely
He's been
so. Yeah, I'm like the main, I would say, game designer probably, and Michiel is the technical lead, which basically means that he makes sure that the ideas I have actually work.
Okay.
So basically responsible of the codes, and then for the original game we worked a lot with freelancers, which was not ideal at the time, but just because we had to expand the team to get an ambitious game like this done. But the success has allowed us to get some new people on board. So we have some scenario designers, which are basically training in how to, help us produce the same quality of scenarios at a faster pace. And we also have a new artist on board. So the team is quite fresh in terms of the amount of people, the new people we added. But obviously it builds on a fairly reliable core.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, the artisticals are growing, and I'm sure there's somebody out there who will soon ask about the next version of Order of Battle, but we'll leave that for the next chat we're going to have with you in the future.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Lucas, and good luck with the future of Starship Troopers.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Bye, Lucas. Hot chili bugs, I love it. I would go for that. I would definitely go for that. I'm not sure Sony would allow us to use it, but I really like it. So as I said, tomorrow we're gonna have a big discount on the game, and you can get the achievements to download the achievements or sort of launch the game, and the achievements will be there for you. So just a little update, and you're gonna have more fun with Starship Troopers. What else? What I wanted to say. David keeps trying to give us titles for the next DLC, and because he really wants the 5% discount on the game. So we'll see. We'll see, David. Just keep going. Keep shooting your suggestions. Any Stargate news? I'll skip on that. No, Stargate. We do have some news. I mean, the game, the core of the game is almost done, I would say. We're sort of ready to go into full beta, should be ready now. But there's fluff around the game that we're still working on, namely videos, voiceovers, stuff that's instrumental to making a good game and delivering a good experience, but that's still not there yet, in terms of the quality we would like to achieve. Also, there's a bit of competition out there that we need to be very careful of, especially the new game from Minimi. We don't want to sort of release that anywhere that makes it gives a choice on which one to choose to players, because there's not so many of these types of games out there. So we want to be careful about that as well. So you're going to hear news about Stargate very, very soon. But at the moment, I can't really tell you more than this. New DLCs for... Oh, come on, Edmond. One thing I also wanted to say, I've got here in my notes, Distant Worlds 2 beta. We've got a new beta test group open for subscription now. If you go on the Slitherine site, slitherine.com/beta, you can subscribe to the next DLC to test a new DLC for the game. It's a faction DLC again, and you'll get to know more about it if you've been selected. And we're going to announce this new one very, very soon. Officially announce it very, very, very soon. I've got the list of streams. The list of streams. This is the list of streams. But I'll read it later. First of all, I told that Pocus had something to say to you. Yeah, I know. I'm saying Kingdoms. I'm talking about Pocus now. Now, I've got 2 screenshots for Field of Glory Kingdoms to show you. By the way, thank you for following the Field of Glory Day. I know that Julia and Sarah said this last week as well, but thank you for following the Field of Glory Day. It was a blast. It was great. I loved to comment the longest Field of Glory medieval match ever played. I think it was 4 hours, something like that. I was blessed to have to comment it with Paolo and Annie, but also, you know, the presentation of the Field of Glory Kingdoms was very, very successful. The number of wish lists that we got from the presentation was great. I have to introduce to you 2 screenshots. One is, you can see this is a screenshot about acrobats. And you can spot, Pocus, this is going to be hard to ask a community, but I'm going to try. You can spot that one of the traits to describe this characters is feel the beat from the tambourine. Now, the first one in the chat who's going to give me the name of the song that's this verse is taken from will get a voucher. Come on, Shards. Shards is participating in all of the in all of the challenges to that we present to our public. So it's almost like you get a discount, David. You can get it now. You can get a discount for any of the game that you already own. But we can run any ABBA quiz in the future if you want, because apparently Pocus is an expert, so we can do this in any screenshot of Field of Glory Kingdoms. What we could do is actually put a reference to an ABBA song in every screenshot of Field of Glory Kingdoms, and maybe we could really have some fun there. Yeah, Annie, I'm down too, actually. We've got another screenshot. Where's the other one? I don't have any inside joke about this one. But one thing that we've been asked for is why Pocus wasn't in the Field of Glory Day. The main reason why he wasn't there, that he started to walk from Lyon to Milan the night before, and then he realized he wouldn't make it in 24 hours. So, and there were strikes in France, as always, so he couldn't make it at all. But next time he promised he's going to come over and present you the game properly. Has Ivan drawn any avatars for the game? This is too subtle for me, David. I'm not going to respond to that. Words are unnecessary. That's great stuff. Okay, let me give you the list of streams for today. Wow. So after this, we've got Gamer. Sorry to keep you waiting, Gamer. We've got Gamer playing Combat Mission Red Thunder. Then tomorrow at 6 p.m. to celebrate the wonderful anniversary of Starship Troopers, we've got Sergeant Z-Dog playing the game. Starship Troopers Terran Command at 6 p.m. All times are BST, of course. Richard York is playing Field of Glory 2 at 8 p.m. Did you realize there's no more Dante in the chat today? I realized because there was no question about my calendar. Monday next week, we've got XTRG playing Command Modern Operations at 4:15, and Gamer again, or a Gamer, playing Combat Mission Red Thunder at 6:15, and then XTRG again playing Strategic Command 1904 Sunrise. What was the title? Imperial Sunrise. So Strategic Command, American Civil War, 1904 Imperial Sunrise at 8:15. And then we've got Edmond playing a What's Your Mod? Surprise. Do we know what it's all about? Edmond, what is your next What's Your Mod about? Tell us more about it. Strategic Command. Thank you, Enzo. Edmond is slow, very slow. He's playing What's Your Mod on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Posture check. Oh, gosh. Sorry, because I've got to lean on the microphone because you guys said you can't really hear very well. So I was trying to find a way of, saving my back from this. I'm getting old. I'm getting very old. So who's going to be here next week? Me, Sarah, Julia, anyone else? Who knows? I'll let you find out on Thursday, 5 p.m. next week. And in the meantime, enjoy the achievements for Starship Troopers, enjoy Combat Mission Red Thunder, and any game that you like to play in the weekend, provided it's a Slitherine game or a Matrix game. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
The attraction towards new experiences is powerful. Alienware gear isn't made to resist that pull. It's made to accelerate it, to transport you to new places where you can embrace difference and leave familiar behind, bringing you ever closer to the ultimate experience. See you on the other side.